Before we go off on this fight, going into this third round, we saw what do you call him? Rampage Lollipop?
Yeah, that's his name.
James
man.
Lollipop.
That's his name.
His eye looks super swollen.
Oh yeah,
his left eye.
Yeah.
I mean,
overhand right.
You guys know what it feels like to go to battle, especially Roundtree. You just went through a crazy one. How does that feel going into a round like that, having your eye that swollen?
I mean, in the moment, you don't necessarily. I didn't feel it.
Exactly.
I mean, like for instance, in the fight where this cut happened, I think I got hit, boom, and I knew that I had gotten it like a hit hard because I started to see my vision kind of blur a little bit. But the second one that landed, the one that actually split my eye, I literally in that moment I was like, I went blind, but fuck it, I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, you don't say
because
that.
I didn't see anything after that. I saw just light. I didn't see shadows. I didn't see anything. It was just like if someone put like a clear or like a frosted like film. So I was like, I can't see. I'm fucking blind, but whatever. I'm not gonna give up.
Yeah.
So, but the sensation, like the feeling, I didn't feel anything. The adrenaline was too high for me to, But I realized it was there. I was like, okay, my eyes fucked up, but I'll deal with it later. So I think maybe Llontop probably felt the same way.
Llontop's tough, man.
He is.
His eye is not that bad, but he's the guy fucking his game. He brings it. He's got that little Mike Tyson little back and forth. I want to know if he dyed his hair blue just because he knew he was in blue corner or not.
Is it? It might be blonde, Luke. I don't know if that's blue.
Luke, are you colorblind?
Yeah, I think you're.
It's blonde blue. There's some blue in there.
There might be
It might be a little tint, but it
not
looks
anymore.
blonde.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I mean
don't
there
see
might
no
be a
blue.
little bit of blue.
TJ, the Jaxxon podcast Discord, we were looking up questions. We were asking people questions.
Telling you that left hook.
And looking at this fight, a lot of people were talking about decisions, fights going to decisions.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to know, if I was a fighter, or if I was a coach, how do you examine or how do you kind of go into that third round knowing that this might go into decision? Do you have to throw more volume? Do you have to try to put on a bigger show? How do you know going into that third round, okay, whoever wins this round is going to win. You're not going to get a knockout. How can you convince them how does that even work? Like psychologically knowing that you have to win this round on a decision?
I mean, you just bite. I mean, if you're Llontop,
Yeah.
I mean, you just got to bite down and throw, right? I mean, you got nothing else to lose. You lost the first 2 rounds clearly. So even if you go out there and you get starched, it's like at least you're going for it. So it's like kind of throw caution to the wind. Maybe when you first start a fight, you're still looking for knockouts, but you're doing it technical. You're taking the right steps. You're doing the right head motion. You're setting things up. But then third round, you kind of like got to say fuck, especially when you got a guy that's countering really well. You can't throw super technical. You kind of got to make it a bar fight, and you just got to go. Pedal to the metal as much as your cardio will let you.
Cool. Yeah, it makes sense. I always wondered that. Like, if you know you're going to lose, what do you got to do? I mean, if you can't get the knockout, you got to do something. So obviously, I think that's what it is.
You just got to turn it into like. Yeah. So look, the Ruffy, he's doing really good counters. Wow. He sees when he's throwing a jab. He sees when he's throwing the right hand. He's countering it. So now, same way I think you need to fight Jones is you need to make it non-technical. You need to make it a straight up street fight.
Tree, you had a good point. What were you saying?
Oh, I asked Luke if he said he didn't think that his eye was that bad, but then he told me, like at the top of the round, it didn't seem that way. But yeah as he kept landing that overhand right, it seemed to get like worse and worse. And it looked like after the fight, that thing was like pretty fucked up.
Man, Ruffy did a good job of setting up that body to come with that overhand right. He kept jabbing the body, going downstairs, and coming over the top after third or fourth jab downstairs. I like that as well.